Sterling Continental 580. I do apologise if you can't hear me very well. Obviously it's a very strong wind at the moment. Coming to the front of the van, drop the wheel, hitch and handbrake. We'll demonstrate these to you in person here on site. You have the gas bottom out. So you've got two gas bottom tie downs in the front there, and your gas regulator on the bulkhead. The gas regulator is mounted to the Caravan now. Style vans, and we do have the gas pipe work available should you need it at £15 a pipe. Like I said, 2 6kg propane gas bottles is the maximum you can carry on this Caravan at any one point. I apologise if the video isn't brilliant today. Like I said, it is extremely windy out here. All the heating and hot water flue is simply there to allow the heating system to breathe. A bit like the flue on the side of your house, no difference at all there. At the bottom, you've got your wind down legs to stabilise the Caravan while it's on site. You'd have all 4 legs down, but even in this wind it's going to blow about slightly. But like I said, they are just there for stabilising and not lifting. Next up is the water pump connection on the side of the Caravan. Now the water pump connection at the bottom here is for your hot water tank on board the Caravan. The top one is for the onboard hot water tank that is underneath the front storage area, which I'll show you when we go inside. So if you want to fill up just directly to the taps, you'll connect to the bottom connection here, and if you want to fill the onboard water tank, you'll connect to this top one. You've then got your battery box. You'll open this up and you've got your 100 amp leisure, or you can put your leisure battery in there, and then you've got your mains power lead also going into the side of the van. 2 fridge vents on the side of the Caravan are very simply there to allow hot air out the back of the fridge unit and to take some cool air in. You'll also have behind the flue on the top here a gas flue for when the fridge is running on gas. On the side of the Caravan you've got the motor mover and the wheel nuts. We'll actually torque the wheel nuts to 130 newton meters, the correct manufacturer setting before you take the Caravan away from site, and we'll demonstrate the motor mover. Coming down to the back of the Caravan, you've got your toilet flush tank. So you'll put 3.5 litres of water in here and a cap full of the pink fluid prior to use. Then in the bottom you've got your toilet waste cassette, which you'll pull out with the handle at the bottom. You actually lift the handle up and pull the cassette towards you. The neck at the front of it will turn out 90 degrees so you can tip your waste away. And on the back of it you've got your pressure relief button, so when you tip the waste away it doesn't spit and splatter back at you. The back of the van on either side you've got your 2 wind down legs again to stabilise the van while it's on site. Coming down the door side of the Caravan, you've got your underbed storage for at the rear of the Caravan. You've got your wheels and motor mover again. You've got your 3-pin socket, so you can have power coming out to your awning. You've got your underbed storage for the front, your barbecue gas point, and the last wind down leg. Going inside the Caravan now, you just have to give me a second to put the camera down. Sorry about that, didn't want the door ripping off in the wind out there. That's the last thing you want for your new Caravan. So above the door you've got your master control panel. You've got power on in the centre here, which we're going to press to get the power to come on. You've got indicators at the top here to indicate we're connected to mains power, and we've got power coming into the Caravan. The fresh water tank, which is that one I was talking about filling with the top connection on the outside, has a gauge here to tell you how much water it has in it. We haven't filled that up for the purpose of handover, but I will tell you how to in a moment. You've got your leisure battery voltage on the left hand side here. You've got your fill tank option, so when you've got the valves in the right position underneath the seat, you'll use this button here to fill that water tank. And then you've got your water pump just here, which again, like I said, I'll come back to in a moment. Underneath, so first thing we're going to do is turn the power on above the door, as you can see, which is what I've already done. We're then going to come over to every tap on board the Caravan, and we're going to open them all up on the hot side of the water system. Once they're open on the hot side of the water system, we're going to need to come underneath. I'm just going to shut that off because the water system's already full, but you normally leave all them taps open to fill the water system up. So if you want to fill this onboard water storage tank at the front of the Caravan, this big tank at the front, you're going to need to make sure this white valve is pointing downwards. Okay, what you can do then is make sure the 2 yellow valves are shut down the bottom here, and that will allow you to fill the water system up. If them valves are upright, the 2 yellow ones, it'll actually drain all of the water out of the system onto the floor underneath the Caravan. So, like I said, yellow valves parallel with the floor, and to fill the onboard water storage tank at the front here, you'll put this valve in the down position. To fill the hot water tank, which is just in this cupboard on the right hand side underneath the front seating area, as you can see just here, you would need to make sure the white valve here on the left hand side is pointing to the right. So as it now pointing across, That will allow you to fill the onboard the hot water tank. If you're not sure on this, do check the instructions on the door that opens up at the front of the Caravan, and again it will walk you through the process of filling the system up. To drain the water system down, again you need to make sure this valve is pointing to the right, and you'll open both of these yellow valves up to drain the system down completely. Once the water system is full and you've got water running out of every tap continuously on board the Caravan, you'll be able to shut all of the taps back off and you'll be able to start warming the Caravan and the hot water on board the van. This control panel you see just here in the corner is your Aldi heating and hot water flow. You've got your power button here on the bottom left hand side. You've got your menu button, indicator to say the heating pump is running, indicator to say you've got mains power coming into the Caravan, then you've got the current room temperature at the bottom. We're going to hit the menu button. You've got minus or plus to set your room temperature here at the top. Below that you've got your water temperature, so you've got water off when there's nothing illuminated here, then you've got water on when this green bar is when this green plus is illuminated. That is essentially hot water turned on. Below that you have the option to run to set the amount of power that you have coming into the Caravan from the Caravan site you're on. You either have 0 and you can run gas, you can run 1, 2 or 3 kilowatts coming into the van, depending on what site you're on. Again, you would need to ask the site office to what you can set your power supply to on here, as if you set it too high, it could potentially trip the power on site or the power inside of the Caravan. Below, if you want to run gas, you can hit the gas option just here. It will self-ignite on gas, and if it fails to ignite, it will actually come up with gas fail at the bottom of this screen. Down in the bottom right hand corner you have the chance to go through some of the advanced settings, and for these we do advise you read the manual that comes with the Caravan. Next up is the fridge system. The fridge is very simple to use. You've got power on the front here, and at the moment, as you can see, it's gone to gas. So essentially, if the gas was turned on in the front locker, we'd always advise that first of all, before you try and ignite the fridge, that you come to the hob, ignite the hob first and get the gas running through there, because that's the last point on the gas system. Then come back to the fridge and select your gas option. Like I said, it will self-ignite on gas, and if it fails to ignite, it will flash the blue pilot light just here and the red warning triangle on the right hand side. If it ignites on gas, you can actually control the temperature of the fridge on the button on the right hand side here. You can also do that with the 240 mains. So if you're connected to mains power on site, you can use the mains option just here on the left hand side, and again you'll be able to control the temperature on the button on the right hand side here. And if you're towing down the road and you want to use the fridge as a cool box, you can select the 12 volt mode here, and essentially that will allow the fridge to work as a cool box. So that will only work if you're connected to a car and it has the right connection on the car. The same as the battery will only charge on board the Caravan if it has the correct 12 volt connection going from the car to the Caravan. To turn the fridge off, you'll press and hold the power button on the left hand side. Microwave, hob, grill and oven all work very much the same as your household appliances. The microwave will only work when you're on 240 mains, and the oven, hob, grill and oven will only work on gas, unless it's the electric ring at the back here, which will only work when it's on 240 mains. It will not work off the 12 volt supply from the battery on board the Caravan. Going into the bathroom now, we have the toilet system. So the toilet system has an electric flush on top, which you'll press to allow the toilet to flush. You've got a toilet full indicator light here, which will illuminate red when the toilet waste cassette is completely full. The toilet seat itself does actually turn for your convenience. However, when you are removing the toilet waste cassette from underneath the Caravan, you need to make sure the toilet seat is back in the central position. If it is turned at all, it will actually lock the toilet waste cassette in place, so it can't be removed while the toilet is being used. That is very similar for the grey waste flap at the bottom here. That grey waste flap, which it needs to be when you're using the loo, is pushed over to the right hand side. It will allow the waste into the toilet cassette. We do advise when you're using the loo to shut it back off into the central position. However, again, if that is open, it will actually stop you from removing that cassette from underneath the van. You also have here your towel rail in the bathroom. Now, one bit of advice with these is they do hold heat for a very long time, so please be aware of that, especially if you have little ones coming into the Caravan. So that is the Sterling Continental. If you have any further questions on the Caravan, please don't hesitate to give me a call here at the Caravan Company, and we'll be more than happy to help. We appreciate your business, and we look forward to seeing you here on site soon. Bye bye.